Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Monday, August 30th, and I found my earpods. So you should be able to hear me a little bit better than you have the last week or two. And you don't care about that, so I will maybe talk about it at the end. There's not a whole lot to tell you guys. I said it on Saturday. It's like, all right, I thought on Sunday, yeah, I'll do one. Why? Why did I tell you? I won't have anything to talk about on Monday. So now it's Monday, and I will talk for a little bit. As we know, Xavier won the power of veto. Not Xavier, sorry. Hannah won the power of veto on Saturday, and she's going to save Xavier. That's where I was going with that. So yesterday, what was most of the time was spent was everyone going around trying to use the power of veto to their advantage. And by that I mean Tiffany was trying to pretend that she could negotiate Hannah's saving Xavier when Hannah planned to save Xavier as soon as she wanted. And yet Tiffany felt the need to tell Xavier, I'm trying to get Hannah to use it on you. It's like, I know, she already is. But, you're trying to milk every bit of goodwill you can out of these things. And so that's what was going on. And so there was a lot of running around and negotiating on what already was the plan. Like, look at me, I'm getting, Claire is giving me permission to save you. Or, whatever. I just didn't feel like it was worth discussing to any extent. So it's like, yeah, I got nothing to talk about today. Sarah seems to think that she's probably staying, or she feels more confident than she should that she's staying. And Kylan is letting her feel that way. So it's just a lot of like, all right, let's get on with it. And I'm going to now step to the side and go like, I still am liking this season. This is still a good season. It really is. We're going to get there. It's just gotten a bit too predictable, but that's what's going to happen. I can't, I can't say that the problem is that I don't mind who wins this year. I don't mind any of these people potentially winning. Whereas there are other years where there's always two or three people like, oh my God, they got to go now. And I don't care this year. And it's not an apathetic, I don't care. It's not a, none of them deserve it. It's like they're all playing the game. They're all okay. I'm okay with any of these people getting to that point. And so, yeah. I watched last night's episode. I'm going to admit that it was not a very thrilling episode. As predicted, watching the producers have to weave a story around everything that we knew would happen. Okay, how many people are ever going to play for this power? Oh, well, 2 did. Okay, so Derek Frazier did play for it, but basically he got 1 point. And I don't think it was as close as they are making it seem, that Claire barely got 3. It's like, okay, Derek got 1, and they made it seem like Claire's not going to get any. Oh, Claire got 1. Oh, is it going to be a tie? It's like, I don't know how quick it was when Claire got her second one. But I'm going to guess it wasn't too long into it, even though it was only a 2-minute comp. But they got to do what they got to do, so yeah, whatever. The Power Vetoes meeting will be today. And as we know, Hannah will use it to save Xavier. And since Xavier was a penalty nomination from last week's POV, then there will be no person put up as a third nominee. It'll just be Sarah Beth versus Kylan. And Kylan is staying. Sarah Beth is leaving. Don't get your hopes up on the chitter chatter about maybe we should just get rid of Kylan now. They will not do that. No one is going to do that. Again, these folks know that the social pressure that they are under is too big to not make this work. If this doesn't end up with the final 6 being the Cookout Alliance, it will not be because one of them broke with the ranks. I thought much earlier on, that it was a possibility, but I would say Xavier was the front runner in keeping this group together. And I will also say that there was lots of people that looked at me and others and said, guys, it's not breaking. You don't understand. It is not going to break no matter what. You know what? They were right. There is no breaking up this cookout. They will get to the 6th. They will make it happen. Or they'll never hear the end of it if they don't. So they know that. They know that they have to take it all the way to its fruition, unless something really weird goes on. Now, the weird thing that will go on will be, assuming Alyssa is the last person left, which I'm going to assume that she is, but it could be Claire. Whichever one of them is the last person left, if they get head of household after the first eviction of the triple, then there's there's nothing they can do. Then they're done. That's it. The 6 make it. Now, they've also managed to convince people, as was shown last night, that aren't in the Cookout Alliance to not try for head of household. Or to go for head of household. In this case, they got Claire to go for head of household with the thought of, we need you to win it, even though you won't get to play next week. I mean, that I don't remember that being reported. If it was shown on the feeds, I was not aware of it. But Hannah and Tiffany talking, and Tiffany saying, or Hannah saying, we need Claire to win it so that she can't play next week. That's a level of, that's what the Cookout has done. The Cookout has taken this alliance, to a place where few alliances have gone. And again, we will go to the best alliance of all time to talk, to which I say, you can't measure alliances against each other. You can only measure, in a season. Every season is different, just like head of house, just like players. You can't measure players for the most part against. Once you get to the top tier players, you can't really compare them against each other within different seasons, and that's what I would say about alliances. You can't measure the Cookout Alliance versus other top alliances, which I can't. I'm not even going to start to try to name them right now, but you get my point. The Cookout's going to make it to the top 7, maybe the top 6. If they don't make it to the top 6, it's because a non-Cookout member got that number 7 head of household. Right? Yeah, when there's 7 people left, Alyssa or Claire will have gotten head of household, and then there's nothing that anybody can do, that they are going to be forced to vote out one of their own, and only 5 will get to the top 6. But I still think 6 will make it. I really do. It seems like some seasons where nothing can go right for a group of people, nothing can go wrong for this group. And no, there is nobody being forced to lay down. There's no people, or some people are even weaving conspiracy theories that the non-Cookout member are totally in on the fix to get the Cookout. It's not like that. They want $750,000 is a lot. There's not some kind of conspiracy for these people to win. It's just the way it's going. So, yeah. All right. Sorry, mental lapse while I negotiate the traffic here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about before I say I'm going to wrap it up. Hi, John. It's now become a thing for me. Once you put that in my brain, I think about it every time. That when I say I'm going to wrap it up, John looks down. He did it just now. He looked at the time to see how much time is left and how much longer I talk, which obviously I don't know how long that is yet, because I'm still talking. Power Veto meeting will be today again. And then we will head to 3 more days of treading water until Sarah Beth is evicted. And we get on to the next one, which is going to be, I mean, honestly, guys, chances are it's going to be another situation as normal with either Claire or Alyssa getting evicted. I don't see Claire and Alyssa are not going to work together. So, you know, if they're not going to work together, then one of them is going because everybody else is working together. So that's where we're at. All right, I can't stretch it out any longer. You guys have a wonderful Monday. I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for sure. I will. The mornings have not gotten to the point where I don't feel like even talking about Big Brother in the mornings. Just Sunday was like I got nothing to talk about. And be well. If you would like to support me, I will plug this at the end. Oh, no, I won't. I'll talk about my headphones. My headphones went through the laundry. These earbuds I'm using right now went through the laundry. Spreaker doesn't allow you to use Bluetooth devices, so it only uses the microphone on the phone unless you plug in headphones. And the headphones that I normally plug in, my earbuds, went through the wash. Obviously they work, but I didn't know where they were at, and I just found them last night. So hopefully the audio is a little bit clearer than it has been for the last couple of weeks. That's what I was waiting to say. All right, that's it. I'm done. If you want to become a supporter, a patron, you can go to Patreon, Patreon/BBGOSSIP, and you can sign up. Otherwise, hang through and listen to the commercials if you like. That helps me out too. And you guys have a great Monday. And most of you, I'll talk to you later on this week. Right? See ya. Bye.